welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over the price action today, and we made $15,000, a little bit under actually because I took a loss, but I'll be talking about the trades that we took and the money that we made. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to start out by going over to the start of the day at 6 o'clock yesterday. I saw the market open. Right, I didn't take any trades here. I wanted to wait for 8 o'clock. All right, and actually, right here is where I ended up taking buys, and I got into buys, and I was just bullish. I wanted to see us rip up, and I ended up getting out of these buys right here at 11.75. All right. When did I get into these buys? I got into them right here. This was the first trade that I ended up taking, and I got out of this trade at 11. And I had a 50 tick stop loss. The reason that I bailed on this trade here is because if we take a look, we have this fib from this high down to this low. All right, that gave us 0.618 here. That gave us 0.705 right here. Right, we have this range. We see that price ran into here, and price can reject, and it did reject from there. So I actually ended up hopping into shorts there. Now, price ended up stalling here for a little bit, and I ended up going break even. The second I went break even, I ended up hopping into longs. It was that simple. We also put in an SMT right here. I want to let you guys know that. Oh, never mind. We made equal lows, I guess. Anyways, price ends up ripping, and we end up getting this manipulation in Asia. Now, this is what I send out in the Discord server. Okay? I send out the second that we get this manipulation that I am bullish for Asia, liking the manipulation that we just put in. So this is the manipulation. You can see at the start, we ended up pulling down. After we pulled down, we cleared the high. We got a sweep of the low, we got a break of the high. I'm taking the manipulation wick low up to this high while I am still holding the longs, because I got to re-enter in the position. And this trade I ended up taking on my live account as well. And if you guys want to see any of the executions, I have them posted on my story on Instagram, but you guys can see that my open / average was 25, a 111.7. The reason that it's 0.7 is because I added in 10 minis. I added in 5, and then I added in 5, so it's not going to get an exact fill. And then you can see that the current price ran up 11K, right? That was the entry that was right here at 111. Entry was a little bit more buns. It was right there, right? Literally where I got out of the trade is where I got into longs. And we ended up seeing price rip up, and once it cleared the high, I knew that this thing was going to fully extend, and that's why I was able to get such a fat take profit on this trade. I just knew that we were going to be bullish in Asia, and we kept running, and we kept running, and we kept running, and I did end up at 10 o'clock right here is when I wanted to take these shorts. I had this level up here at 185.75. Price ran into it, respecting the 50 tick stop loss, and then price started coming down. We ended up clearing the internal low. We ended up clearing the internal low at 168. Right, and then this is where we ended up going break even, and unfortunately I went to sleep and I saw that the market kept the market just ripped. Right now, I was pretty confident in these shorts, and something crazy happened. I ended up waking up and I was still holding those shorts on my top step accounts. And you guys are not going to believe this, but I had enough drawdown in my accounts to hold on 5 minis for the whole night. And it was the same exact entry right there at 185 on my Express accounts. So I didn't have a stop loss set on my Top Step, so I woke up to $25,000 there. So I'm not really counting it as part of my P&L for the day. I don't really count those prop firm gains. Okay, let me go to my next trades that I took. I woke up today at 6:55. The first trade that I took was literally right here. I saw that we rejected off of here. This is right where I hopped into shorts. Right as I saw us reject off of 185 again, I hopped into shorts, and with the 7 o'clock candle volume, bang, we got the delivery down to London low. My original take profit, right, was at Asia low here, but unfortunately, I saw that we bounced off of this level that we had. It was actually the bottom. We bounced off of this level that we had, and price bottom ticked it, and then price ended up ripping up. And yeah, then I tried taking these shorts, but what I was going to say is that I bailed on the trade right here. I bailed on the trade, and I ended up walking out with $4,500. Again, execution's always there. Always there. So that was that. Then I ended up taking these shorts, and this was my last trade on the day. And I mean, it started off okay. Wicked their stop loss. I thought, damn. And then yeah, we ended up getting stopped out, and that was a 50 tick stop loss. I ended up losing $1,250 on that, so I ended up making $5,000, $10,500, gave back $1,250, and that's how I ended up the day, about up $14,000. And yeah, that was the day. And what I'm waiting for, what I was waiting for, and what I let everybody know, I was waiting for a sweep of London high, right? And then a breakdown, and then ideally, if we can hold below true day open, wait for a rejection off of true day open, and then take that down to the lows here. But if we're going to keep ripping, we're going to keep ripping. You can always take a trade in the other direction, but at the end of the day, we made money. That's all that matters. And now it's the holidays, so we are going to eat good tomorrow. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment them down below. And I will see you guys all very, very soon. Have a great rest of your day, and happy holidays.